Hello, everyone. Welcome to Black or Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. I guess, we're wearing black to remember and, funeral, whatever. Bayern just lost to Leipzig. We got cooked 3-0. And honestly, I don't want to just sound like that guy that sounds like he doesn't care, but I don't care about the Supercup, the DFL Supercup. For Leipzig, it's a big trophy, but for me, I'm not interested in this cup as much as other people. For me, this cup was all about, okay, we do need to win it and care for it. It's Kane's first game as a Bayern player. We got to show that we're a different team, a statement. Thomas Tuchel before the game said signing England's captain is a statement. Nice. I guess the statement after this game is anyone could put it between our legs. Ulreich. That man had a ball put between his legs like Adam 22's wife. A big black ball. It was crazy, bro. To be fair, Danny Olmo scored 2 very good goals. I mean, the set piece, I don't know what you do to defend that. But I guess someone has to kind of know that Olmo's there, and you got to be close to him. But he just had the time and space to pick a spot. And when you concede early, the rest of the game is going to be straightforward for your opponent. Because all they got to do is not concede next and just keep trying to make chances happen. And on the transition, we got opened like a 7-Eleven, gas station style. It was constantly open. The midfield has zero capability to defend transitions. Konrad Laimer, as I told everyone, sorry to say, but I told you so. In this instance, it affects all of us because he's playing for us now. But if you're a Bayern fan and you thought Laimer was coming in to be this baller, I hate to say it, I really do, but I told you so. He is not a number 6. He's not Casemiro. Konrad Laimer is a player you bring on when everyone else is tired, and that's it. In that game today, the best midfielder for both teams was Javier Slager. The second best midfielder for both teams was Niklas Sival. The third best midfielder for both teams was Joshua Kimmich, and then Laimer. We were beaten in midfield. That's how we lost the transition battle. Leipzig were happy to keep their mid block. It wasn't a low block. It was an aggressive mid block. When they could, they won the ball back and counterattacked. Yellow cards were flying on our team. I don't think a single one of their players got a yellow card. So Olmo got a yellow card. I remember now. So the entire game, we were just getting overrun. It just wasn't good. It was like the Astroworld concert. Overrun, bruh. So the way I see this team, we need a DM. We need a number 6. Casemiro would be the perfect option. But I don't think Bayern would be willing to spend money after we just paid the kind of money we paid for Kane. I also don't think Casemiro is available. That guy is attached to Real Madrid like Matisse Tel's attached to us. He's like a freaking toxic girlfriend, attached. Just holding on to your leg. You can't even move 1 second without her thinking you're cheating or something. He's attached to that club. Him and all those Real Madrid players, they're never leaving that club. So, sad. I guess the next option would have been someone like Declan Rice, but we can't get Declan Rice. That's not going to happen. Or you could go for Declan Rice is at Arsenal. Casado, he's going to Chelsea. Ugarte, already at PSG. Bayern really only focused on Kane, and we need a DM. I think Tuchel sent a message to the board. Even though I don't rate Tuchel's managerial ability, and I don't think he's an elite coach, I think he's a good coach. I don't think he's Pep Guardiola level or prime Ancelotti level. I think he's just a good coach. Just not extremely good. I think today Marco Rosa had his number. But at least Tuchel has a player profile I like. I like the fact that he thinks we need a number 6 because we certainly do. And I think by taking off Kimmich and bringing on Goretzka, it wasn't because Kimmich was tired, because Kimmich got lungs, man. He got lungs. He could go. He could keep going. He got stamina like Rocky Balboa. So Kimmich could have stayed on, but I think the statement was, we need a DM. And Kimmich isn't enough. And I think the reason he removed Laimer and just kept Kimmich in midfield by himself, basically, was to show the board we need a DM. We're just not good enough without one. So, yeah, I hope Tuchel gets his request in the DM, and maybe he can achieve something at this club. But yeah, we're gonna lose every game next season. Not every game, but you know what I mean. We're gonna lose a lot of games if we don't have a number 6. And don't tell me we can convert Limer into that, because you just saw my man not convert anything today. He's an atheist. He ain't converting, bruh. He's full on atheist, not even agnostic. He don't believe in nothing, bruh. So Limer could never be converted into a DM. Never happening. Gravenberg won't be a DM. Some of you say we need to play Upamecano at DM, and I say no. The reason being, Upamecano loses his mind just getting pressed at the back. How is he not going to lose his mind when there's 10 people pressing him if he's playing midfield? It'd be worse. You would increase the likelihood of him making a mistake when he's playing with more opportunities to make mistakes. At center back, his game is pretty straightforward. So, yeah, no Upamecano in DM. At least no manager we've had recently has attempted to do it. And I'm glad. I'm happy. I don't care. Secondly, I don't think Gravenberg can be converted into a DM, because we keep playing him as an attacking midfielder whenever he comes on. And look, next season Gravenberg is going to be sold, because I don't think he's going to be happy playing number 2 to Limer. Imagine you're Gravenberg and you think you're good, and Konrad Limer, who is actually bad, is playing ahead of you. It must make you feel some kind of way. So I don't think Limer is really going to be, or Gravenberg is really going to feature as a DM. So we need one. Do you go ahead and just sign Ibrahim Senghar? You know his ceiling isn't super high because he's not young. If he was young, like 21, and played the way he played now, we would all believe, oh, he can even get better. So Senghar is a risk, as in he's 25, and you're just hoping he solves the problem immediately. And I hope we just go ahead and sign him and try it out. I think our DM problem is solved by a stopgap anyways. The worst case scenario is you go ahead and starting Pavlovic in games. Pavlovic is a kid. Like, come on. Not even Jeffrey Epstein would recruit this kid, bro. Like, come on. He's a child. He can't be playing in Champions League games. So, yeah, man, this is irritating. I think, again, I'm not going to pretend I care too much about the DFB Pokal or DFL Supercup. Sorry, I do care about the Pokal. The Supercup is different because it's a different kind of trophy, you know? Different kind of trophy. I mean, congratulations to RB Leipzig. You know, I guess they can really tell players, yo, when you come to us, you're going to be winning trophies. And they can pound their chest while saying it. And players are going to agree, because their last 3 years, 2 Pokals and 1 Super Cup. And these guys might mess around and win this league if we're not careful. So, yeah, man, life is not good, chat. Life is not good. We are not cooking. Kick Tell out. I mean, if you're blaming Matisse Tell for this game and someone else says, bro, Tell sucks. If you're a Bayern fan and you're saying these things about Matisse Tell, I think you're a complete and total idiot. Matisse Tell is an 18-year-old who actually gave us glimpses of, you know, decent moments, right? He showed us that he can. There was moments where he had 4 people around him and just held the ball up nicely. If you're blaming Tell for this problem today, oh, he sucks. What did he do that was bad? What, you're going to tell me he should have scored the Gnabry cross where he couldn't reach it? How do you physically score that? So, oh, he should have just been faster and just, okay, how do you anticipate where Gnabry's shot or pass is going to? If anything, you blame Gnabry for sending the ball ahead of Tell. So if you're blaming Matisse Tell for this game, then I think you're a stupid weirdo. I just think you're dumb, because Matisse Tell had nothing to do with why we played bad tonight. It had to do with the fact that our transition defending is not good and our composure in midfield is not good. We would create more chances if we could defend when we got attacked, but we just can't. It doesn't matter if you play Kim and Jay or Delay. We will have the same problem because our midfield is open. There's a gap. There's a reason we won in 2020. Thiago Alcantara was at the top of his game. Do you remember the tackles, the interceptions Thiago had in his game? We don't have a player who does that. And Kimmich can say he's a number 6, but there's a difference between a role and a position. Kimmich's position is what a number 6 is, but his role is different. His role is to control the tempo and in attack, join in occasionally. He's not a 6 in the sense that he defensively he's not, So I think we solved that problem with the 6, or we're going to have a lot of problems this season. This board can't think Leimer is that guy. I hope tonight they realize Leimer was a mistake. We shouldn't have signed. We should have just said, nah, that's a Brazo Nagelsmann signing. Let's just say no. Because Leimer isn't a good footballer. I hope people understand that. And tonight you saw it. How many passes did Leimer make? I feel like Kane made the same amount of passes as Leimer. And Kane played for about 5 seconds. Legit, this man really touched the ball 3 times. Kane had less touches on the ball. I can't even describe what could have had less touches. Frickin' Yusuf Poulsen had more moments in this game than Harry Kane. And they came on around the same time. I think Kane played more. Is that not a sad reality? Frickin' Sesko had two big chances. One was offside. Great block from Kim and Jay, but it was offside. Another one was a great save, kind of a reaction save, a snapshot. He had 2 chances. Kane had 0. What do you think that is? What's that down to? And we got to start criticizing players like Musiala. Bro, where's your level, man? I need you to, that goal you scored against Monaco, I need these moments more often. Because today, he was getting owned by a ginger. Niklas Sivald was right next to him every time he touched the ball. This man was on his neck, breathing heavy on him. Musiala he had no space to operate. So, yeah, Jamal just looked lost in many sequences of this game. Or, no, not just him, Alphonso Davies. How many times, actually, our passing in general in this game was so bad. I mean, I can criticize Gnabry, but you guys already know I will. So, we do be protecting players like Davies and Musiala. And I get it, they're still young, but bro, y'all need to take a little bit more responsibility. Davies just got owned by Xavi Simons today. Xavi Simons, who just looked like Neymar out there, man. It was crazy. Just couldn't get the ball off of him so many times. Simons would tackle Davies. It was crazy. And then Carvalho came on and did the same thing. Got to take more responsibility. Yeah, Gnabry sucks. I don't know why Tuchel took him off, or I don't know why Tuchel took off Tell for Gnabry when, objectively speaking, Tell looked like he was closer to scoring or doing something good for the team than Gnabry. Gnabry just looked, man. So we really didn't change. Jeez, man. Jeez. Danny Olmo scored a hat trick against us, man. That bum scored a hat. Well, I don't hate Danny Olmo. He might have another really good season. I remember him starting the season well last season. My problem with Olmo is he's kind of like a Bruno Fernandes, where they just treat the football like a grenade. They got to get rid of it as soon as they touch it. And they're always just trying things, just losing the ball over and over again. Yeah, so Olmo really just cooked. Last season, he started the season well and then got injured. I think he might start it again, start cooking, and who knows. We signed the wrong Leipzig midfielder. I think that's a conclusion from today. We should have really signed Schlager. That man broke down every attack we tried. We got to be careful because we might lose everything this season. I know it's funny now, but I mean, is the Pokal a guarantee? We know we're going to play Gladbach. the script writers in this German football thing, they're already planning that Gladbach versus Bayern game where we're guaranteed to lose. And we're going to see another Leipzig lift for another trophy. If we're not careful with the Bundesliga, the fact that Kane barely touched the ball and Poulsen and Šeško touched the ball more than him tells me something ain't right with this team. This team ain't ticking correctly. I'm kind of curious what the reactions from the game are going to be like. But I think the idea is just go back to the training ground, hope the club buys a DM as soon as possible, tonight even, and we can solve this problem. Jeez, man. Yo, Kane was just sitting on the bench. And, oh my gosh, there's like 40 camera people just all on him, taking pictures. Jeez, yo, we really signed a superstar. And by the way, this game has nothing to do with Harry Kane. Kane tried everything he could. This club is just, yo, he might have brought the curse, though, to be fair. Tuchel isn't ready yet. That's true. This man really said Gertrude in. Gertrude is a possibly worse version of Pavard. His recovery pace isn't really there. His defensive IQ is really not that good. He's fast, but not like smart fast. He's just, I don't know. He can't defend his blind side. I don't know where you guys are getting this Gertrude stuff from, but I guess you might have watched a highlight. Bono, we need a new goalkeeper. And having a good goalkeeper gives you confidence. Sangar, maybe. Upamecano, Pavard, Limer out. Well, we can't sell Limer, but Pavard needs to be sold. Man, United. Y'all just need to send in that bid. We got to stop playing Pavard. And that's another mistake Tuchel made. I mean, Mazraoui came on. I know he conceded the penalty. But come on, man. Tuchel says, I feel sorry for Harry Kane. He probably thinks we haven't trained since 4 weeks. It does feel like we didn't train since 4 weeks and just met right now. I can't explain this performance. Well, I can explain it. We aren't good. I mean, we have really good players, but as a unit, we're not a drilled team. Yeah, man. Come on. Yo, imagine we lose the Bundesliga this season. I'm going to... well, the last time we won the Bundesliga, we came back and won the treble. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. See, Tuchel's clueless. He can explain it. Tuchel needs to go. I don't think we need to think about sacking Tuchel right now because, I mean, I don't rate Tuchel. I never wanted him at Bayern. But, like, even if he, like, sucks, it's not his fault what's happening. What's happening is we didn't recruit correctly in the midfield. We lack a DM. We don't have a goalkeeper. So when we have those things, then we can go to Tuchel and say, yo, you got Kane, you got a DM, you got a goalkeeper. What are you doing? Same problems, different approach. Yeah, it seems like insanity that Bayern are trying the same things we tried last season and hoping for different results. And that's just not the case. By the way, smack the like button, guys. We really, really do appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel. Our next watch along is going to be Friday against Werder Bremen, the kickoff, Kane's first Bundesliga game. We couldn't give Kane his first trophy because these players are scrubs. And look, you can't even say, oh, we look like a team. We're a new team. Because that's stupid. RB Leipzig are a new team. How many players in that Leipzig team started that were new? Seewald, new player. New player. Openda, new player. Us, Limer. One guy in our team was a different guy from last season. One person, one player. Okay, second half, they brought in Šeško, brought in, Xavi Simons, 3 players versus 1. Leipzig looked like the more drilled side than we did, despite the fact that they have way more new players than we do. What does that tell you? It tells you something's wrong with how we're being coached and something's wrong with the ambition of these players. Look, you got to shock the system. Sal Goretzka. That sounds Sal Goretzka and Pavard to Man United. Double package. 100 mil. Sell them both. Because I don't see the utility in having players that have caused us problems for so many seasons. Goretzka's injury prone, and his good performances are great, but it doesn't matter if you're injured half the season. Sell these people, man. Pavard, you freaking bum. You piece of you're still at my club. Find some club that wants you. You know, you can almost always judge how good a player is by the kind of clubs that are linked to him when he becomes available. Benjamin Pavard has not been linked to an elite club. I know Man City were linked, but nah, Pep didn't want him. Pavard fits Man United like a glove. Just another one of those bummy players they like signing. Pavard, look at what Mazraoui did for about 5 minutes when he came on. Put Kingsley Coman right through, dribbling. Oh, it's like there's no difference. There's just no difference. Hold on. What I'm trying to say is there are vast differences between Pavard and Mazraoui, and I don't know anything that Pavard is particularly better at than Mazraoui. Not defensively, because I feel like Mazraoui's pace and his awareness is the same. I think he's even faster than Pavard. Nah, man, his ball carrying certainly better. His touches are better. Like, everything is better. Yet this Tuchel guy wants to keep playing Pavard. He rates him for some reason. Pavard so bad. Yes, seldom. Yep. Time for Twitter to go crazy with Matt Weaver. I mean, Twitter is going to be overreactionary tonight. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, at Bayern Papa. So Bayern, P-A-P-A, Papa, because I'm daddy like that. That's a weird statement. But yeah, go follow me on Twitter. I'm constantly tweeting, almost at 500 followers over there. And yeah, I don't just tweet about Bayern. I roast other clubs as well, but mostly about Bayern. It's like 80-20. And then the official Bayern Now Twitter account is now at Now Bayern. So Bayern Now reversed at Now Bayern. If you're so interested in Twitter, Twitter's a good, I guess it's not Twitter anymore. It's X. Oh, yeah, X. Elon, you freaking buffoon. Why would you change the name of the platform? This game, worst decision was to start. That's probably one of the worst decisions. There were a few bad decisions in here. We need Livakovic because Ulreich ain't that guy. Mark Munch says the thing is called XP. Expected Pavard. Is that what it is? As Pavard plays for France and is used big games. Yeah, expected Pavard. Yeah, I don't know. I lost money and I'm not as angry as you. Well, I don't think I'm angry as in I really super care about the charity Supercup. I never cared about this trophy. I don't. What I'm angry about is the fact that we ain't looking different. We ain't looking different. We look the same. That's what's annoying. That's what's irritating. Anyways, boys, sad loss, annoying loss. I'm guessing the PL fans are going to start propagating that Kane's really been the problem at Tottenham this entire time. But trust me, we will be back. This club will be back to cooking. Do not think for 1 second we are bad. You know, we have quality players. Are you telling me Kimmich just sucks or Musiala just no? What we have is a lack of rhythm, and we lack some key pieces of the puzzle. And sometimes the entire puzzle doesn't look like the thing that you're trying to build until you get that final piece in. And then it's like, oh, you were missing his damn eyeball. That's why I look like that. Yeah, that's why I look like a black dude. You didn't have the blue eyeball piece in there, man. So, yeah, sometimes one piece of the puzzle can affect the entire puzzle and how it looks and how people perceive it. But as soon as you add a DM to this team, we got Kane. Like, think about that. We got Kane. We got something going, bro. We got something going. A little something, you know? So, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, losses happen, especially in friendly trophy preseason games. I consider this to be the same level as the Audi Cup, but slightly more importance, I guess. Actually, this is a real trophy, by the way. It's just a weird trophy because no one cares for it. But thank you everyone so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow probably, or Monday with constant talks, probably transfer talks. And yeah, we'll see. Mia, and peace. I might do a video on Thomas Tuchel, to be honest. Check Tuchel quote. Well, I already read a quote from Tuchel. Is there a new one where he said he felt sorry for Kane? Let me see. Oh, I mean, we read that. I guess you guys just weren't here when I read that quote.